The following is a production of the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network. Van Buren County Warriors Volleyball starts now. Streaming on the Ottumwa Radio YouTube channel. Now, let's head down to the court with the voice of your Van Buren County Warriors, Shan Moquin.
All right, good evening, Warrior fans. Welcome back. Thanks for tuning in once again. And just like that introduction said, it is time for some Van Buren County Warrior Girls Varsity Volleyball. We got Mr. Connor running the control board back in the studio for us this evening. He's going to help make sure everything goes smoothly for everybody. I'm alongside my cameraman and onsite producer, Mr. AJ Rowe, back with me from the baseball season. He's going to help me out with the volleyball season this year. And you know who I am. My name is Shan Moquin, your play-by-play and radio voice of the Warriors. Back again for the sports seasons of the 2025-26 school year. All of us will consider it an honor to be with you on the call this evening. Tonight, the Warrior Girls Varsity Volleyball team opens on the road. We are here in Wayland, Iowa, at the Waco Varsity Volleyball Classic. We've got 8 schools here. 2 pools of 4 teams each. Pool A is Waco, Centerville, Van Buren County, and Pekin. Pool B is Louisa Muscatine, Columbus, Notre Dame, and Sigourney. And it's going to be round-robin play within your pool, and that's going to be it. The Warriors will play the first and second matches of the night against Waco and then Centerville. Then we'll have a match off. We'll drop the stream. You'll have to pick it back up, and then we'll play the third and final match of the evening for the Warriors. I should say they're going to play Pekin first, then Centerville play the third match of the night against Waco. Those are the 3 matches here tonight for Van Buren County. No semifinals or finals this year. We've been here the last 2 years with me covering the volleyball to start the season. 2 years ago, the Warriors won this tournament, defeating Burlington Notre Dame under the direction of head coach Matt Zittler. Then last year, under the direction of head coach Selena Sayer. She's back this year. The Warriors had to work their way to semifinal. I can't remember if it was semifinal or final action before they decided to call the tournament due to excessive heat, but the weather has cooperated with us this year. It's super nice outside and pretty comfortable in the gyms. We got action happening in 2 gyms tonight, in the auxiliary gym and here in the main gym. They were nice enough to keep Van Buren County here in the main gym, so we don't have to keep moving back and forth, so we appreciate the Waco Athletic Department helping us out with that. Warm-ups are underway. We got just about 11 minutes away before we get first serve here between Pekin and Van Buren County. A couple of ways for you to join the broadcast this evening if you're choosing to make us part of your evening. Big thanks for doing so. You can hear us on the air at 92.7 at KTWA. We're also streaming live on the Ottumwa Radio YouTube channel. You can get the audio through a simple radio app on one of your devices. You can also stream the audio at ottumwaradio.com, or you can tune in to the Ottumwa Radio YouTube channel and watch the video along with listening to me. All right, this season, Van Buren County Warrior Volleyball is brought to you by these fine sponsors. I'm going to go through them with you here in the pregame show. I'm going to give you their in-game read as well. Starting out with the Van Buren County Community School District, they've got the pregame show. Cranston Family Funeral Home, I should read their tagline here as well, I guess. The Van Buren County Community School District, where they have one goal, be a great school for all kids, Warrior Pride countywide. They have the pregame show. Cranston Family Funeral Home in Fairfield and Keosauqua will now to serve you with monument sales and Irish Ridge Cremation. CranstonFamilyFuneralHome.com. They'll have the postgame show. Dowd's Lumber and Home Center has the first serve as well as my interviews throughout the year. Dowd's Lumber and Home Center is the largest building material supplier in Dowd's. Smithburg Automotive will sponsor the starting lineups. They've got 2 locations in Fairfield to serve you. Dowd's Quick Stop, they will have the set recaps. And Dowd's Quick Stop of Dowd's for gas and all the convenience and daily food specials. Pilot Grove Savings Bank will sponsor all the aces by the Warrior servers. Pilot Grove Savings Bank serving you for all your financial needs. Proud supporter of the Van Buren County Warriors. The Van Buren County Hospital will have all the successful kills by the Warrior attackers. Most of them will occur at the net. And let's see, the Van Buren County Hospital is simply remarkable. Wells Hometown Drug, they will sponsor our player of the game. Milo and his team at Wells Hometown Drug in Bloomfield and Keosauqua. Ask them about free delivery or curbside pickup options. Grain Concrete Ready Mix, they'll sponsor all the blocks by the Warriors at the net. Grain Concrete Ready Mix, delivering concrete to Ottumwa, Fairfield, Bloomfield, and the surrounding areas. First Iowa State Bank of Albia, they will sponsor set 1. First Iowa State Bank of Albia, Bloomfield, Cantrell, Eddyville, and Keosauqua, member FDIC. Roto-Rooter will sponsor set 2 on Gateway Drive for 24/7 emergency service, including nights, holidays, and weekends. Fast, friendly, and professional service at Roto-Rooter, servicing Ottumwa and the surrounding areas. Slayton Paneros will sponsor set 3 throughout the course of this season. They are 8 miles south and west of Pulaski. Check out their great selection of Rangers and ATVs and drive one home today. Tugboat Transportation will sponsor set 4. They are a proud supporter of the Van Buren County Warriors. And Wasco Hardware, they will sponsor set 5. Check out their showroom floor in downtown Keosauqua. Those are our wonderful sponsors with us for this volleyball season. If you're in the area in need of some local business, please make sure you give them a chance. They're a huge part of why these broadcasts can be brought to you. We're on the air at 92.7 KTWA. You're home for today's hits and yesterday's favorites. We're also streaming on the Ottumwa Radio YouTube channel. Big thanks from all of our sponsors there. This is the Warrior Volleyball pregame show brought to you by the Van Buren County Community School District, where they have one goal: be a great school for all kids. Warrior Pride countywide. You know how we do things here in the pregame show. We're going to try to squeeze in a 3-minute break so you can start to hear from some of our sponsors. When we come back, we'll dive into a closer look at Pekin and Van Buren County here in the first matchup of the night for the Warriors. We will take a look at some leading returning players. Also, other action around the conference tonight, and then we'll get to starting lineups and first serve. Let's take a 3-minute break and be back with you for more in the Warrior Volleyball pregame show right here on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network. Back with you in 3 minutes.
This is Van Buren County Superintendent Jeremy Hissom. Spring sports season, senior awards, start of summer sports, end-of-the-year banquets, and graduation have us all full of energy, and there's definitely a buzz in the air. We want to send best wishes to all students who are graduating or moving to another school next year, as well as to any staff member retiring or moving to a new chapter in life. New chapters are always exciting times because you get to choose how they are written. We wish you the best. Here in Van Buren County, we have one goal: be a great school for all kids. Warrior Pride, countywide.
This is Jeremy with Cranston Family Funeral Home. I want to take a moment and say thank you, not for choosing our funeral home, although we're deeply honored when you do, but for showing up for your neighbors, for supporting small businesses, for standing in line at visitations and hugging people you maybe haven't seen in years. That is what makes our communities feel like home. At Cranston Family Funeral Home, we don't believe in flashy promises. We believe in showing up quietly, respectfully, and doing the work that matters when it matters most. So from our family to yours, thank you. We see you, we are grateful for you, and we'll be here when you need us.
Are you thinking about or ready to build that home or shop or deck that you've been dreaming about? Come see us at Dowd's Lumber and Home Center in Dowd's, and we will transform your dreams into reality. By using our 3D computer-aided design system, you can see and walk through your dream project. After your project is designed, we can generate a detailed material list to see if it fits within your budget. Contact Mike or Josh at Dowd's Lumber and Home Center to get your project started today. 641-936-7115 or check us out at dowdslumber.com.
At Smithburg Automotive, driving adventures allow you to explore comfortably, safely, and in every aspect of your summer vacation. Smithburg Automotive in Fairfield. Schedule your vehicle's trip check today. Call 641-472-2454, 641-472-2454.
Smithburg Automotive in Fairfield. Get your trip check scheduled today. Call 641-472-2454. That's 641-472-2454.
Tiffany here. The best things in life are a nice spring day, a tasty treat, and a great deal. That's right, a great deal. So why not swing by Dowd's Quick Stop? Savor our barbecue chicken pizza or classic cheeseburger and fries combo. Craving something sweet? Our ice cream is on and is the best around. Dive into our spring fun with our specialty pizza starting at $17.99. Visit us today in Dowd's and follow us on Facebook at Dowd's Quick Stop for more delicious deals. Stop by for a quick taste of spring.
From backyard barbecues to late getaways, summer is all about making memories. At Pilot Grove Savings Bank, we make it easy to enjoy the season with stress-free banking that fits your lifestyle. Mobile banking on the go? Check. Easy loan options for home upgrades or vacations? Check. Friendly local service you can count on? Always. Make the most of your summer. Bank with Pilot Grove Savings Bank. Visit us at pilotgrovesavingsbank.com or stop by any of our 17 locations. Pilot Grove Savings Bank, member FDIC, and an equal housing lender.
We're back with the Van Buren County Warriors on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
All right, back with you here from Waco High School in Wayland, Iowa, getting set for the first action of the year for the Warrior girls varsity volleyball team. Just under 4 minutes on the warm-up clock before we get first serve. The Warriors going to take on the Pekin Panthers tonight here in the first match, the Waco Varsity Volleyball Classic. Let's continue the pregame show, sponsored by the Van Buren County Community School District, where they have one goal, be a great school for all kids, Warrior Pride countywide, by taking a closer look here at both teams in this first matchup. I'm going to run through it here kind of quickly. I realize I'm going to be talking kind of fast, but I got a lot of stuff that I researched that I want to get to you over the air. Let's start with the Pekin Panthers. Head coach is Jordan Mose, assisted by Brianna Brown. Next action, August 30th at the Central Lee Invitational, 9 a.m. for the Pekin Panthers. They are the Pekin Panthers in girls high school varsity volleyball. Last year, 7-12 on the season. They were 0-7 at home, 4-4 on the road, 3-1 in neutral site matches. They compete in Class 1A, the Southeast Iowa Super Conference North Division. The conference record was 2-7 for the Panthers. In the last 5 of last season, they were 1-4. Let's go over Pekin's wins from last year. They defeated Centerville, Waco, Keota, Columbus, Moravia, Moulton, Udell, and Louisa Muscatine, while their losses came to Van Buren County, twice to Wapello, Winfield Mount Union, Highland, Hillcrest Academy, Cardinal, Danville, Burlington, Notre Dame, Lone Tree, Waco, and North Mahaska. That was their last time out, a 3-0 loss at North Mahaska in a 2A Region 8 quarter final. Let's take a look at some leading players returning for the Pekin Panthers. Leading them in assists, these are returners. Carly Gamble with 198 last year, Paisley Coleman with 8, and Peyton Coleman with 6. Gamble will probably be their setter this year. Leading them in kills, Paisley Coleman with 83, Caitlin Schultz 65, Carly Gamble with 31. Leading them in digs, Peyton Coleman 174, Paisley Coleman with 152, Reese Brisby with 70. Leading Pekin in blocks, Paisley Coleman with 42, Carly Gamble with 13, Reese Brisby with 5. Leading them in aces, Carly Gamble with 23, Peyton Coleman with 20, Reese Brisby with 19. Last season, Pekin had a serve efficiency of 88.2, a kill efficiency of 0.76. And once again, those were leading players returning for the Pekin Panthers. We can take a look at the conference standings last year for Pekin in the North Division of the Southeast Iowa Super Conference. Wapello won it 8-0, 18-12. Highland was next, 6-2, 17-13. Hillcrest Academy was 5-3, 20-11. Winfield Mountain Union was 5-3, 13-11. Columbus was 5-3, 11-17. Waco was 3-6, 8-19. Pekin was 2-7, 7-12. Lone Tree 2-7, 8-18, and Louisa Muscatine 1-7, 3-18. Minute and a half to go. Let's run through the Warrior stuff quickly. Head coach Selena Sayer, assisted by Jenny Wiley. Next action for us, August 30th at Central Lee Invite also, 9 a.m. start there. They are the Van Buren County Warriors and girls high school varsity volleyball last season, 28-10 on the year, 3-1 at home, 4-7 on the road, 13-2 neutral site matches. They compete in Class 2A, the Southeast Iowa Super Conference South Division. Conference record for Van Buren County last year was 2-4. In the last 5, they were 4-1. Last season, the Warriors defeated Pekin, Waco, Centerville, Pleasantville, Davis County, Burlington, Notre Dame, Danville, New London, twice over Central Lee, Highland, Twin Cedars, 3 times over Cardinal, Hillcrest Academy, Louisa Muscatine, and twice over Albia. Their losses came to Pella Christian, twice to West Burlington, twice to Burlington Notre Dame, Hillcrest Academy, twice to Holy Trinity Catholic, Mediapolis, and Eddyville, Blakesburg, Fremont. That was the last time out for Van Buren County, a 3-0 loss at Eddyville, Blakesburg, Fremont in a Class 2A Region 2 semifinal. Leading players returning for the Warriors in assists, Yurok 477, Wiley with 20, Mertens with 5. Leading them in kills, Ashlyn Huff with 212, Marley Mertens 151, Daphne Wells with 49. Leading them in digs, Mertens with 300, Yurok with 141, and Wiley with 136. Leading the Warriors in blocks, returning from last year, Daphne Wells with 21, Sophia Yurok with 11, Ashlyn Huff with 10. Leading them in aces from last season, Yurok with 21, Mertens with 18, Huff with 17. Last season, Warriors had a serve efficiency of 91.2 and a kill efficiency of 183. Conference standings in the Southeast Iowa Super Conference South last year, Holy Trinity Catholic 7-0, 29-13. West Burlington 6-1, 37-7. Burlington Notre Dame 5-2, 24-14. Mediapolis was 4-3, 16-19. Van Buren County 2-4, 20-10. Central Lee 2-5, 15-16. Danville 1-6, 7-25, and New London was 0-5, 4-19. And now we are going to get the national anthem. I'll turn the mic aside and we will listen to the national anthem. All right, back with you. Another fine rendition of our national anthem here in the Warrior Volleyball pregame show, sponsored by the Van Buren County Community School District, where they have one goal: be a great school for all kids, Warrior Pride, countywide. And I think I got through everything that I wanted to. Other action around the conference tonight involving conference teams from the north: Highland, Hillcrest Academy, and Lone Tree at the Keota Invite, Columbus and the Liza Muscatine right here at the Waco Invite. Teams from the south: Burlington, Notre Dame, and Van Buren County right here at the Waco Invite also, and Mediapolis is playing Mount Pleasant in a scrimmage tonight. All right, here we go. Starting lineup's going to be brought to you by Smithburg Automotive. On the floor for the Warriors up front, it's going to be Tegan Sickles. She'll be at the outside hitter position. Ashlyn Huff in the middle hitter, and Ada Troutman a right side hitter position in the back row. Right now, it's Daphne Wells in the back left, Marley Martins in the middle back, and Sophia Urach right back. Lexi Wiley, libero, getting set to check in. Pekin's libero has checked in as well. Try to get some numbers for Pekin the best I can. Over there, I see number 11, that's Kennedy Long. Number 6 and number 8 also on the front row. That's Carly Gamble, number 6, Reese Brisby, number 8. In the back, I see number 13, Paisley Coleman in the middle back. Lexi Wiley in for Daphne Wells. Who's going to have the serve here? Looks like the Warriors. Urach will do the honors. And first serve, sponsored by Dowd's Lumber and Home Center. Urach put it in play, waiting for the whistle. She's to the right corner of the service line. Number 5, the libero, Peyton Coleman for Pekin. She's in the back right for them. If you're watching on the YouTube stream, you can see what I'm talking about. Just cleaning up the bleachers over there, getting those extra steps out of the way in case a player has to go hustle for a ball over there. It looks like the down referee not ready to go. He is ready to go now. They're checking with the captains. Looks like they're ready to go. There's the whistle for play. And here we go with the 2025 Warrior Volleyball season. Urach sends a serve on the way, handled by the back row of Pekin to the center. She's going to go outside on the attack off the block of the Warriors. Lexi Wiley will cover that to Urach. She's going to the outside. Ashlyn Huff on the attack towards the back middle. Dug by Pekin, but it goes backwards. They're going to keep it in play. Here comes a free ball to Marley Martins. Her pass to Urach. A bump set to Troutman out of the middle. Down the middle, and it's out. Let's see what scoreboard they're going to use for our match here. They got 2 scoreboards in the gym. It's 1-0. Pekin, they've got the serve. Looks like number 6, Carly Gamble, going to do the honors from the right corner. Serve on the way, just over the net. Wiley has it to Urach. Goes a back set right side. Troutman on the tip. Blocked by Pekin. Sent back to the Warriors. Mertens all the way over to Tegan Sickles. Will push her across with 2 hands. Dug by Pekin. To the center. Set for the middle. A lefty attack off the block of the Warriors. Huff keeps it alive. She'll go to Urach. Back set Sickles on the right side off the block and down. She hit through the block of number 8 and number 11. That's Reese Brisby and Kennedy Long. Give a kill. First of the match for the Warriors. And that's a first for Tegan Sickles. All right, it's 1-1. Looks like they got the scoreboards going. We got the near one, and the other one, Waco is playing Centerville in the match on the court next to us. Wiley's serve on the way, handled by the back row. Pekin back set to the right side. Left-handed attack goes wide across court. An attack here by Pekin. That'll be a point, Van Buren County. They are the guests on the scoreboard in the back corner of the gym. Wiley on the serve, sends it on the way. And was it out? It was. Service error. Ties it at 2. So it's 2-2. Pekin gets the side out. And number 8, Reese Brisby, the lefty, will serve towards the left corner. Serve on the way. That one is long. So teams exchange service errors. And it should be 3-2 Van Buren County with Ashlyn Huff to serve for the Warriors. Towards the right corner of the service line. Ashlyn will send it on the way, and that's off of the libero. Tried to send an overhead pass to the front, went down to the floor, and that will be an ace for Ashlyn Huff. First of the match for the Warriors. First for Huff, 4-2. That serve handled by the back row. Pekin to the center, going to the outside, a tip. Wells has it. Huff sends it back into play. Mertens a 2-handed free ball to the libero, to the center. Back set, right side off the block of Mertens. Huff is there to cover it for the Warriors. She'll go to Urach. And off the ceiling, and it's going to go up onto the basketball backboard and fall down on the Pekin side. You can't do that. That'll be an error on the Warriors. Give Panthers a point. It's 4-3 Van Buren County here early in set one. We're playing to 21, 21, and 15. Best of three here in this tournament. So on the way for Pekin. Wiley, an overhead pass. Yurok, a back set to Mertens. Towards the back, off the attack. Pekin there to handle it, and a whistle. And I think Pekin was in the net, I believe. I caught that signal from the referee. It's 5-3. Van Buren County with the lead. Sickles on the serve. Must have been the net on the block attempts. Teagan will send that one on the way. Handled by the back row. Now a bump towards the front. A free ball coming to the Warriors. Huff. Pass goes to Yurok. Had to run a long way to get it. Then Wiley out of the back row hits it long. And I'm going to say an illegal attack. It's Pekin's point anyways. The libero cannot attack that ball higher than the top plane of the net. The libero can sub for two people. Can only serve for one of them. He can't attack the ball higher than the top plane of the net, and he can't overhead set the ball ahead of the 10-foot line. That's the rules basically for the libero. She was too high on the attack. Point goes to Pekin. It's 5-4 Warriors. Left-handed serve from Pekin. That one goes long. Service error. Second in the match for Pekin against one for the Warriors. And we got a sub coming for the Panthers, number 2. In for 18, that's Taylor Moore is out, and Ezra Parsons, the junior center defensive specialist, into the game. Daphne Wells in for the Warriors. She'll serve. That one going to go long. Service error, Van Buren County. Each team with 2 service errors now. And no, they're going to call that, I'm sorry, it's an ace, I guess. Must have been touched. It's 7-4 Warriors. That one handled by the back row. Pekin back row. Left-handed attack dug by Ashlyn Huff to Yurok. Mertens will send a free ball to the Panthers. First contact with a forearm pass and a forearm set to the outside, and she hit that one into the net, did number 16, Kendra Schultz. So give Wells, I guess, an ace and scratch out a service error. Only one for the Warriors. It's 8-4. Van Buren County with a 4-point lead here in set one. Wells with the serve. The libero. Forearm pass, then a bump set to the right side. Left-handed attack dug by Wells. Pass to Yurok. She'll go to Mertens on the outside. A little roll shot. Pekin there to handle it. A little bit of miscommunication. They'll send a free ball back to Van Buren County. Daphne Wells, forearm pass. Yurok will go back to Mertens. She'll tip to the left of the double block, and it's down. A crafty move there by the senior Marley Mertens. Point Van Buren County. Give a kill to Mertens. That's the second kill of the match for the Warriors. Marley Mertens will get her first. Wells still on the serve. A little service run for Daphne. 9-4 Warriors. Forearm pass, then a bump set, and then a two-handed free ball coming to Marley Mertens, to Yurok. Back to Mertens, and she'll go to the right on a ball coming into the court, and they'll stop play from the other match, and they'll redo the point. It's 9-4. Van Buren County with a 5-point lead over Pekin here. Set one of match number 1 on this young season. Opening action for a lot of teams tonight at 7-6. Waco with a 1-point lead over Centerville, and the match happening right next door. Wells with the serve. Forearm pass from Pekin, and a set to the outside. That attack way too hard, goes way past the end line by number 16, Kendra Schultz. Here comes the next serve. 10-4, Warriors lead from Wells. Forearm pass, then a back set to the right side, blocked by Troutman. Kept alive by Huff to Yurok, going to Marley Mertens off the outside back middle, over the libero. And two in the net, they're going to say on the block. The attack was out by Mertens, but a net violation on Pekin. That's a couple of those for them here in the first set. Gives an 11-4 lead to Van Buren County. Wells, the next serve. Back row, forearm pass. Then a set by Gamble, going on the tip, blocked by Yurok, sent it right back to Pekin. A block for a point, and I chart those. That's huge when you take away their attack and score a point off of it. Here comes a timeout, Pekin. 12-4, Warriors with an 8-point lead here in set one. Let's take a quick 30-second break and be back with more Warrior volleyball action right here on the Atomo Radio Sports Network.
This is Van Buren County Superintendent Jeremy Hissam. Spring sports season, senior awards, the start of summer sports, end of year banquets, and graduation have us all full of energy, and there's definitely a buzz in the air. We want to send best wishes to all students who are graduating or moving to another school next year, as well as to any staff member retiring or moving to a new chapter in life. New chapters are always exciting times because you get to choose how they are written. We wish you the best. Here at Van Buren County, we have one goal: be a great school for all kids. Warrior Pride, countywide.
All right, back with you from Wayland, Iowa, Waco High School. Warriors off to a good start here. Still 25 seconds left, but the team's ready to go out of that 1-minute timeout. 12-4. Referee's not ready to go yet. The down referee getting himself over into position there in front of the stage bleachers here at Waco High School. 12-4. Warriors with an 8-point lead here in set one. Daphne Wells still serving for Van Buren County. Towards the right corner, Daphne sends it on the way. The libero, a forearm pass to Gamble, the center, a back set to the right side. She'll tip. Marley Mertens got the block. She'll keep it alive. To Urach, and then back to Mertens. She'll try to tip, block, and Troutman couldn't get that one. There's a block for a point by Pekin. They get the side out that they were looking for. It's 12-5. Number 13 at Paisley, Coleman, the junior middle hitter, will serve it. A little bit left to center of the service line. The lefty sends it on the way. Lexi Wiley, a forearm pass. Urach going to go back, set right side. Mertens, a crafty look, get it around the antenna. Pekin sends it back. Warriors keep it alive. Urach to Mertens, blocked by number 6 and number 8. Blocked for a point. That's Gamble and Brisby combining on the block. A couple of blocks for points in a row. And Pekin has cut the deficit in half at 12-6. Paisley Coleman will serve again. Sickles to Urach, a back set from Mertens, a miscommunication, and there's a passing error by the Warriors. And Pekin back within 5, 12-7. Warriors still with a 5-point lead. Coleman for Pekin on the serve. Wiley, a one-handed pass to Urach. She'll go middle. Troutman, a roll shot. Forearm pass dug by Pekin. Joust at the net. Troutman wins it. Pekin keeps it alive. Here comes a set to the outside. Cross-court attack dug by Wiley. Troutman is going to go to Mertens. She'll push it across with two hands to the middle. A lunge and a save. Pekin will keep it alive. Here's a tip over. Mertens there to cover it. Urach will push it towards the back corner. Was it out? It was. Tried a sideways setter dump on the second hit. Out of bounds, 12-8. So Pekin with a little run here out of the serve of Paisley Coleman. The lefty, she'll serve it again. Sickles, back middle, has that to Urach. Going to go back, set right side, Mertens. Tip it all the way towards the back, a one-handed, then another one-handed attempt. It goes wide, and they can't control it. It goes out of bounds on the third. That'll be a point for the Warriors. 13-8. Remember, we're playing 21 and 15 here if it goes 3 sets. Not a best of 5, it's a best of 3. Mertens to serve for Van Buren County. The libero has that one. She'll go to Gamble, the setter. She'll set the outside, and at number 8, Reese Brisby couldn't get that one over the net. Attack here by the Panthers. Point Warriors. 14-8 Van Buren County now. Mertens, a nice low hard serve. Ricochet to the right, kept alive by Pekin. A roll shot from the setter. Warriors there, they'll go to Huff. Joust at the net, she wins it. Pekin keeps it alive. They'll have it, and back to Huff. She'll push it towards the back corner. The libero dove for it, couldn't keep it in play. That will be I'll give a kill. Third of the match for the Warriors. Huff gets her first. 15-8. Warriors with a 7-point lead here in the opening set of the season. Again, that one serve from Mertens. Low into the net. Warriors second service error of the match. Pekin also has 2. It's 15-9. Sub for Pekin, 16 out, 11 in. That's Schultz out, Kennedy Long into the match. The libero is on the serve. Number 5, a short serve. Mertens comes up to get it. Urach, then Troutman off the block, handled by the back row of Pekin. Here comes a set to the outside, blocked, kept alive by Urach. Sickles comes to help out. Huff will tip it across. Pekin there to keep that one alive. They'll go to the center, set middle, tip it to her left. Urach then tried to clean it up. Urach's save attempt went over the net. Number 8, Brisby hit it into the net. So point Van Buren County at 16-9. Sophia Urach on the serve for the Warriors. Urach will send that one on the way. Forearm pass from Pekin to the center. Back set to the middle. Left-handed attack goes long by number 8, Reese Brisby. They've been looking for her a lot. She's had a few attack errors. Warriors up their lead to 8, 17-9. Urach on the serve towards the right corner service line. Sophia send that one on the way. Forearm pass, ricochets to the right and overpass. Huff to Urach, back set Sickles on the right side, cross court, dug by Pekin. That'll go to Gamble. She's going to look to set middle. Brisby left-handed attack. Mertens there. Overhead pass to Urach, then to Huff. Roll shot, kept alive by Pekin. Can somebody come and help out? They do. Outside hitter attack goes long by number 11, Kennedy Long. And that's another attack here by the Panthers. Warriors lead grows to 9. They've doubled them up at 18-9. Yurak's next serve, a nice little hard serve on the way. Forearm pass to the middle. Can the setter keep it alive? No. Miscommunication. Troutman was there. Point Warriors there. And it's 19-9. Yurak's next serve on the way. Another good little hard serve towards the back middle. Forearm pass. Forearm set. Outside attack into the net by number 11, Kennedy Long. Well, I think that's Kennedy Long. On the Pekin roster, when I printed it off of Varsity Bound, there was 2 number 11s. That's either Kennedy Long or Caitlin Schultz. I'm not sure which one, but it's 20-11 set point. Libero comes up to handle that serve from Yurak. A setter tip on 2. Wiley there to cover it. Her pass to Yurak. A forearm set. Back row attack, Miley Martin. She missed it, hit it, but it falls on a changeup in the middle of the defense. Give her an attack, 21-9. Let's see. Where is Marley? There. She gets her second kill of the match, 21-9. And the Warriors win set number 1. Let's take a quick 1-minute break. Come on back for the start of set number 2. You're tuned in to Warrior Volleyball right here on the Atomo Radio Sports Group Network.
Are you thinking about or ready to build that home or shop or deck that you've been dreaming about? Come see us at Dowd's Lumber and Home Center in Dowd's, and we will transform your dreams into reality. By using our 3D computer-aided design system, you can see and walk through your dream project. After your project is designed, we can generate a detailed material list to see if it fits within your budget. Contact Mike or Josh at Dowd's Lumber and Home Center to get your project started today. 641-936-7115 or check us out at dowdslumber.com.
This is Jeremy with Cranston Family Funeral Home. I want to take a moment and say thank you, not for choosing our funeral home, although we're deeply honored when you do, but for showing up for your neighbors, for supporting small businesses, for standing in line at visitations and hugging people you maybe haven't seen in years. That is what makes our communities feel like home. At Cranston Family Funeral Home, we don't believe in flashy promises. We believe in showing up quietly, respectfully, and doing the work that matters when it matters most. So from our family to yours, thank you. We see you, we are grateful for you, and we'll be here when you need us.
We're back with the Van Buren County Warriors on the Atomo Radio Group Sports Network.
Alrighty, back with you from Waco High School in Wayland, Iowa. Opening night for Warrior Girls Varsity Volleyball. They win set 1 against Pekin, 21-9. Set to recap, or set 1 brought to you by First Iowa State Bank. This set recap brought to you by Dowd's Quick Stop. Each team with 2 service errors. Warriors had the lone ace. Warriors had 4 kills. Pekin without any. Pekin 2 blocks for a point. The Warriors with 1. It was 21-9, the final in set number 1. Mertens had 2 kills. Huff with 1. Sickles with 1. Ace for Huff and an ace for Wells in that first set. On the floor for the Warriors, it's Huff, Troutman, and Yurak up front, left to right in the back. It's Sickles, Wells, and Mertens. Wiley, the libero, getting ready to check in. Let's see, for Pekin, 6, 16, and 13 in the back. That's Gamble, Schultz, and Paisley Coleman up front. It's, let's see, at the outside hitter position, it's 18, Taylor Moore. And it looks like number 8, Reese Brisby on the right side, and in the middle, Wiley in for Wells for the Warriors, and I can't see the number on the player in the middle. I'm going to assign number 14 to Kennedy Long. I looked back. She was 14 last year. 11 was Caitlin Schultz. This year on the Pekin roster, they had 2 number 11, so I went off of something I could find from last year, so hope that's right. Number 11 in the middle hitter position there, that's Schultz, we'll say. Number 6 for Pekin, Carly Gamble going to serve. Pekin has a serve to start set number 2. Warriors up 1-0. It's 19-15. Looks like Centerville over Waco in the match on the court right next to us. 2 courts going here in the main gym, just 1 set of bleachers down. Gamble on the serve. Sickles, overhead pass, Yurak. Overhead set to Huff on the attack. Off the block. It was a touch. It was out of bounds, but it's off of Pekin. Point Warriors. Huff, dangerous from the outside. She will get first kill of the second set, 5th of the match. Ashlyn Huff gets her second. Serve on the way, ricochets to the right, off of number 13, Paisley Coleman. That'll be an ace, 2-0 Warriors from first ace of the set, second ace of the match for the Warriors. Yurak gets her first ace. Sophia, the next serve on the way. Middle back, ricochet. Can they keep it alive? They do. It's off the fan. Then a third attempt is over the net on the outside of the antenna, plus it was out of bounds anyway. Point Warriors is the end result. 3-0. Van Buren County off to a good start here in set number 2. Urach, the next serve towards the back left corner. The libero, forearm pass, a back set to the right side, left-handed attack. Mertens comes up to get that for the Warriors. Huff, she'll go to Sickles, will send a free ball back to the Panthers. Forearm pass, then a back set again. Blocked by the Warriors off the left-handed attack. Wiley up with a nice dig to Urach. Mertens, a roll shot out of the back to the middle of the defense. Pekin is there to cover it. Here comes a set to the outside and into the net. On the attack goes Caitlin Schultz. Attack here for Pekin. And the Warriors up 4-0 now in set number 2, leading it 1-0. Best of 3 to 21-15. Urach, the next serve on the way. A forearm pass off of the ceiling and a ricochet down. Can't send it over the net on that one and didn't make it anyway. They're going to call that one an ace, so I will too. Third ace of the match for the Warriors. Second of the set, Sophia Urach will get her second ace. And Wiley will pass her the ball, and Sophia will serve again. Warriors up 5-0, off to a good start here in set number 2. Sophia, right-handed server. A little bit more of a floater that time. A forearm pass, overpass towards the net, and number 6, Carly Gamble, can't save it. Huff was there to cover. And no ace call on that one, just a point for the Warriors. 6-0. Urach's next serve, a little bit lower. Forearm pass to the setter. She's going to set middle on the attack into the net. Is number 11, Caitlin Schultz. Having some trouble getting those attacks over the net is Pekin. And right now, the Warriors in control, up 1-0, 7-0. Urach on a run. That one to the back middle. Ricochets to the right. The setter has to come and get it. Here's a roll shot. Oh, and that one falls in the back right corner by number 11, Caitlin Schultz. Give her her first kill. That's the first kill of the match for Pekin, according to my stats. But, geez, I might have missed one. This action is fast and furious. I'll do everything I can to just keep up. All right. Left-handed serve coming from Pekin. It's a short floater. Wiley up to get it. Overpass. Urach keeps it alive. Then a free ball from Wiley towards the back corner. The libero for Pekin is there to go to the center. Step middle. Left-handed attack. Falls in front of Marley Mertens. So number 13, Paisley Coleman, gets her first kill, second of the set. And it's 7-2, Warriors with the lead. Number 8, Reese Brisby, the lefty. Pekin's got a couple of left-handers here on the serve towards the left corner of the service line for the Panthers. Serve on the way. Oh, and that one was going to be short, reached up and touched by the Pekin player and sent it over out of bounds anyways. It's a service error. End result, first of the set, third of the match for the Panthers. It's 8-2. Warriors up 6. Lexi Wiley will serve for Van Buren County. Towards the right corner, a little bit right in middle of the service line. Wiley sends it on the way. Two-handed pass, overpass, cleaned up by Wells. Waco tries to send it back. They can't. We'll give a kill to Daphne Wells. That's the second of the set, 6th of the match for the Warriors. Wells will get her first. 9-2. Warriors up 7. Wiley serves again. A little bit more of a floater towards the back right corner. Forearm pass to the center. She's going to set middle. Left-hand attack off the block of the Warriors. Wiley there to cover it. She'll go to Urach. Back set right side. Sickles cross court. Popped up in the air by Pekin. The libero, a forearm pass. Then a roll shot to the back middle. Martin's there. Her pass to Urach. Going to go to Huff. Missed time. She'll push it across with 2. Forearm pass. Then another forearm pass. A roll shot coming from Schultz. Ooh, nice. Urach to Huff. They keep it alive and send it back over. Pekin now will send an attack off the block on the outside. Sickles got it. Urach comes to keep it alive. Then Wiley. And the third contact, a free ball because they had a block to Mertens. Here comes a set to the middle. Left-handed into the net, though, by number 13, Paisley Coleman. Attack here by Pekin. Good job by the Warriors to keep that point alive and eventually win it. They're up 10-2. Up 1-0. 10-2 here in set number 2. Wiley still on the serve for Van Buren County. Lexi Wiley towards the right corner, sends it on the way. A forearm pass, then a forearm set to the outside. Off the net, kept alive by the Warriors. Wiley to Urach to Huff. She'll tip it down the line. Pekin is there to cover it. Pekin will send it across on 2. Urach, then Wiley, then Huff. She'll tip it down the line with her left hand. Is that in? No. The line judge called it out. So an attack here by the Warriors. Sub for Pekin, the libero out. Number 16, Kendra Schultz. Freshman outside here in for Pekin. Serve on the way from the Panthers. Wiley has it, a forearm pass. Urach comes to get it, a forearm set to Wells. A roll shot. Popped up in the air with 2 hands by Pekin. Here's an overhead set and an attack off the block of the Warriors. Can't be kept alive by Huff. Number 16, Kendra Schultz will get that. Successful attack, third of the set, her first. 10-4, Warriors still up by 6, and number 11, Caitlin Schultz, the senior outside hitter, serves it to Wiley. Overpass cleaned up by Number 13, Paisley Coleman, her second kill, fourth of the set for Pekin. They've cut the deficit in half. It's now 10-5 Van Buren County. Warriors up 1-0. Next serve on the way from the Panthers. Mertens has it, her pass to Urach. Back set, right side, Huff on the attack block. Kept alive by Huff. Sickles will send it back over. Pekin scrambling. And the third hit back to the Warriors. Lexi Wiley, then Urach. A forearm back set to the middle, Daphne Wells. Down the middle and off of number 8 to the back wall. That was off of Reese Brisby. Point Warriors, it's 11-5. Give them their third kill of the set, 7th of the match. Wells will get her second. Serve will go to Ashlyn Huff. Warriors get that side out. Up 6, up 1-0. 11-5, Huff. Right in the center, serve on the way. Forearm pass, clean up. Sickles there to send it right back to over to Mertens, and Sickles will push it across with 2. Pekin, a back set to the right side. Left-handed attack. Huff is there to dig it for the Warriors. Her pass to Mertens, then Urach, then Mertens a free ball to the libero of Pekin. They'll set middle. Left-handed attack is good. No, yeah, they're going to say Warriors in the net. It was a good attack anyway. Paisley Coleman gets her third. Lefty out of the middle. That's the 5th kill for Pekin in the set. 11-6. Van Buren County up by 5. And the number 18, Taylor Moore, the sophomore right side hitter, will serve it for the Panthers towards the right corner. Lefty serve way too hard. Service error for Pekin. Second in the set, 4th of the match on service errors for the Panthers. 12-6. Substitution coming for Pekin. 18 out, number 2 in. That's Ezra Parsons, a junior setter defensive specialist in. Taylor Moore takes the seat. Tegan Sickles, number 13, the sophomore right side hitter at 5'8", will serve for Van Buren County. It's on the way. Libero, a two-hand, an overhead pass to the setter, a roll shot out of the right side. Huff to Urach to Mertens. Down the line off the block. And that one's going to be a point for the Warriors as it hit the floor. Give them their 4th kill of the set, 8th of the match. Marley Mertens gets her 3rd. 13-6. Van Buren County up by 7. Sickles the next serve on the way. Forearm pass from Pekin to the center, back set, off the attack, blocked by Mertens, and they're going to say Pekin in the net. Point Warriors on the attack. Must have been the follow-through. Can't do that. 13-6 now. 14-6, excuse me. That serve, forearm pass, and they'll set middle, pushed across with 2, and it's in. Back right corner. Number 13, Paisley Coleman. Kind of an unconventional kill. We'll give her her 4th, Pekin 6th of the set. And it should be 14-7, I believe. Now they're going to get it right. Here comes the serve from the lefty to Huff, to Urach. She's going to go to Wells. A tip hit blocked by Pekin. Mertens keeps it alive with a foot, and Wiley sends it over. Pekin there, they're going to set middle, left-handed attack, dug by Wiley. To Wells out of the middle, she'll send an attack, ricochets off of Pekin. The Warriors win that point. The big play there was Mertens keeping it alive and reaching her right foot out. We'll give Wells, that's the Warriors' 5th kill of the set, give Wells her 3rd. 15-7 after a ferocious action on that point. Wells will serve it for Van Buren County. A little bit right of center of the service line is Daphne. Sends it on the way. A good low serve. The libero, a forearm pass to the center. Going to set right side roll shot. Huff there for the Warriors to Urach. She's going to go to Mertens and attack down to the back middle off the libero, off the ceiling, and 3 touches, and it's not over. And just an error there. I'm not going to give a kill to Mertens. It acted as one, but off of 2 ricochets, and a 3rd contact, they couldn't send it over. But the end result is an important point for the Warriors, 16-7. Wells, the next serve on the way. Forearm pass to the center. She'll set her dump, and it's out. Tried a left-handed setter dump on 2. Tried to catch the Warriors off guard. She hit it out of bounds along the sideline. It was a tricky play. I know what she was trying to do. She just went past the sideline. 17-7. Warriors up 10 here on Pekin. They lead 1-0. Winning the first set, 21-19. Daphne Wells, next serve on the way. A good low serve. The libero, a forearm pass. Then a forearm pass and a forearm free ball to Huff. To Urach, going Troutman middle. To the right, and she'll put that one away. And nice put away by Ada Troutman. Her first kill, Warriors 6th of the set, 18-7. They're 3 points away from winning this one, 2-0. And Pekin coach telling something there to number 8, Reese Brisby. Warriors still with the serve, leading 18-7. They're up 11. They lead 1-0. Wells still on the serve. Daphne's next one on the way. Service error. The line judge giving the wrong symbol back there. That was, she put the flag down instead of up. Up is out. Or she called it in. Oh my gosh, that looked long. Ace. Wells' second ace. Warriors third of the set, fourth of the match. 19-7. That one handled by the back row of Pekin. Then a free ball coming to Huff to Sickles. Back into play. Wells, a free ball to Pekin. There's a forearm pass. Then a set to the middle. And it's going to go point Warriors as illegal hit or in the net. Not sure. It was a violation on Pekin. End results 20-7. Match point for Van Buren County here, 20-7. They lead the second set. Wells with a nice serve, forearm pass by the back row middle. Here comes a set to the outside, left-handed attack, blocked by the Warriors. Can they keep it alive? No. Troutman got it. Urach tried to keep it alive. They double-teamed that block, but it's a successful attack and point by Pekin. I think number 8, Reese Brisby, got that one. That's their 7th. It's 20-8, serve by the libero of Pekin. Sickles to Urach, back set right side, Mertens to the middle. The libero has that one, joust at the net, won by Pekin. Troutman keeps it alive to Urach. And a forearm pass to the center who's going to set middle, tipped. Sickles comes up to keep it alive, and you can't play it off of the stanchion over there. Out of bounds, point to the Panthers. It's 20-9. Number 5, Peyton Coleman, their senior libero on the serve, right about in the middle of the service line. She'll send the next one on the way. Ashlyn Huff, forearm pass to Urach. She's going to set Troutman out of the middle. Tip it across. Dug by Pekin to the center. A forearm set and overpass going to go out of bounds. That'll do it. It's an error on Pekin. 21-9 again is the score of set number 2. Van Buren County defeats Pekin 2-0. And they will play Centerville next. Centerville and Waco still hooked up in that. It's 11-9. Waco, not sure who won set number 1, but they're still playing, so we'll have to wait a little bit for our next opponent. I think we can take we'll keep this stream going as we got back-to-back matches here. We'll get some good ads in, and I'll come back and go over some stats. So let's take a 3-minute break as they're still playing here in set number 2 next to us. We're awaiting our Centerville's our next opponent, but they're playing Waco right now, hooked up in a good one. So Warriors will get a little bit of a break, but I guess we'll kind of treat this as a little bit of a post-game show of our first match. We'll come back and recap it after a 3-minute break. You can hear some more from our wonderful sponsors who make this broadcast possible. Heard on the air at 92.7 at KTWA, your home for today's hits and yesterday's favorites. Also, we're streaming live on the Tumble Radio YouTube channel. We'll be back to recap the second set and the first match of the season for the Warriors. They defeat the Pekin Panthers 21-9, 21-9, 2-0. Match next door, Waco and Centerville in a timeout. But we'll take a 3-minute break and come back for a little bit of a shortened post-game show of the first match before the Warriors start their second match of the evening here from Waco High School in Wayland, Iowa. Come on back with us after this 3-minute break. You're tuned in to Warrior Volleyball right here on the Tumble Radio Group Sports Network.
Van Buren County Hospital is a proud supporter of Van Buren County Community School District Athletics. The contributions you make to your team, your school, and your community are appreciated and valued by all of us at Van Buren County Hospital. We want to wish you a successful sports season, and we'll be cheering for you every step of the way. Go Warriors! For all of your healthcare needs, Van Buren County Hospital is here for you. Find us online at vbch.org.
At Smithburg Automotive, driving adventures allow you to explore comfortably, safely, and in every aspect of your summer vacation. Smithburg Automotive in Fairfield. Schedule your vehicle's trip check today. Call 641-472-2454, 641-472-2454.
Smithburg Automotive in Fairfield. Get your trip check scheduled today. Call 641-472-2454. That's 641-472-2454.
Tiffany here. The best things in life are a nice spring day, a tasty treat, and a great deal. That's right, a great deal. So why not swing by Dowd's Quick Stop? Savor our barbecue chicken pizza or classic cheeseburger and fries combo. Craving something sweet? Our ice cream is on and is the best around. Dive into our spring fun with our specialty pizza starting at $17.99. Visit us today in Dowd's and follow us on Facebook at Dowd's Quick Stop for more delicious deals. Stop by for a quick taste of spring.
This is is Van Buren County Superintendent Jeremy Hissom. Spring sports season, senior awards, the start of summer sports, end of year banquets, and graduation have us all full of energy, and there's definitely a buzz in the air. We want to send best wishes to all students who are graduating or moving to another school next year, as well as to any staff member retiring or moving to a new chapter in life. New chapters are always exciting times because you get to choose how they are written. We wish you the best. Here in Van Buren County, we have one goal: be a great school for all kids. Warrior Pride, countywide.
Hi, this is Amanda Manning Morris. Farmers and ranchers, we know your work is the backbone of our community. At First Iowa State Bank of Keosauqua, we're proud to offer ag lending solutions tailored to your needs. Whether it's land, equipment, or operational expenses, we've got the tools to help your operation grow. With competitive rates, flexible terms, and local experts who understand agriculture, we're here to support you every step of the way. Partner with a bank that knows the land and stands by its people. First Iowa State Bank, your ag lending partner. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
This is Jeremy with Cranston Family Funeral Home. I want to take a moment and say thank you, not for choosing our funeral home, although we're deeply honored when you do, but for showing up for your neighbors, for supporting small businesses, for standing in line at visitations and hugging people you maybe haven't seen in years. That is what makes our communities feel like home. At Cranston Family Funeral Home, we don't believe in flashy promises. We believe in showing up quietly, respectfully, and doing the work that matters when it matters most. So from our family to yours, thank you. We see you, we are grateful for you, and we'll be here when you need us.
Call. I got a pair of clogged toilets.
2 pair, dripping faucets and leaking pipes.
Full house, boys. Flooded basement, ruined water heater, and a wild card, broken sump pump.
Gentlemen, whatever your plumbing issue may be, call Roto-Rooter on Gateway Drive in Ottumwa. The drain cleaning and plumbing experts, residential and commercial, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Oh, and one more thing. A royal flush always beats a full house.
That's a bunch of crap.
This is Van Buren County Superintendent Jeremy Hissom. Spring sports season, senior awards, the start of summer sports, end of year banquets, and graduation have us all full of energy, and there's definitely a buzz in the air. We want to send best wishes to all students who are graduating or moving to another school next year, as well as to any staff member retiring or moving to a new chapter in life. New chapters are always exciting times because you get to choose how they are written. We wish you the best. Here in Van Buren County, we have one goal: be a great school for all kids. Warrior Pride, countywide.
We're back with the Van Buren County Warriors on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Alrighty, back with you here from Waco High School in Wayland, Iowa. Warriors win their first match of the season. First match tonight, first of 3, by the score 21-9, 21-9. 2 sets to none over the Pekin Panthers. I had AJ turn the camera to little bonus coverage of Centerville and Waco. They're tied at 16 in set number 2. I'm not sure exactly who won set number 1, but while you're listening to me, a little bonus coverage there of the match happening on the court right next to where we just completed our first match of the season. Let's recap. We'll do a set recap brought to you by Dowd's Quick Stop. Kind of an abbreviated post-game show here, the first match of the year. We'll do an official post-game once the action on the evening is over. I can go through our sponsors and tell you their in-game reads here. Once again, they're so important to us, making this broadcast possible to be heard on the air. 92.7 KTWA, your home for today's hits and yesterday's favorites. Also streaming live on the Ottumwa Radio YouTube channel. Van Buren Community School District, they've got the pregame show all volleyball season long. Cranston Family Funeral Home will have the postgame show. Dow's Lumber and Home Center will sponsor the first serve and coaches and players interviews. Smithburg Automotive will do the starting lineups. Dow's Quick Stop will sponsor the set recaps. We'll get to a set 2 recap against Pekin here in a minute. Pilot Grove Savings Bank will sponsor the Warrior Aces. The Van Buren County Hospital will sponsor the Warrior Kills. Wells Hometown Drug, player of the game. And we'll pick one of those two here also in a little bit from the first match of the year. Crane Concrete Ready Mix sponsoring the Warrior Blocks. First Iowa State Bank will sponsor set 1 all season long. Roto-Rooter, set 2. Slayton Polaris, set 3. It's just the best of 3 here tonight. When we get to some conference play, it'll be the best of 5. Tugboat Transportation will sponsor set 4, and Wasco Hardware sponsoring set 5. Let's do a set recap sponsored by Dowd's Quick Stop from that second set versus the Pekin Panthers. Service errors. Pekin had 2 in that second set to the Warriors, none. The Warriors with 3 aces to none for Pekin. Pekin had 7 kills in the second set. Warriors had 6. And neither team with a block for a point. we can take a look at some match totals as well. Service errors, Pekin with 4, Van Buren County with 2. Van Buren County with 4 aces in the match against Pekin. Pekin had no aces. The Warriors with, 10 kills total. Pekin had 7. And 21-17, the final. Centerville defeats Waco 2-0. So we'll be playing Centerville, our next opponent here, in a couple of minutes. Blocks for a point, Pekin had 2. Van Buren County with 1 in that match. Scores of the sets were 21-9 and 21-9. Let's take a look at some individual statistics for Pekin. Reese Brisby had a kill. Caitlin Schultz had 1. Paisley Coleman had 4. Kendra Schultz had a kill. Nobody had any aces for the Panthers. Urach had 2 aces for the Warriors. Huff with an ace and 2 kills. Marley Mertens had 3 kills. Wells with 2 aces and 3 kills. She'll probably be the player of the match for that first one, Daphne Wells. That'll be sponsored by Wells Hometown Drug. Tegan Sickles had a kill, and Ada Troutman had 1 as well. So that's a recap. The Warriors win their first match of the year, 2-0, 21-20, 21-9, 21-9 over the Pekin Panthers. And they're going to play Centerville next on the same court. So we'll pan the camera back over. And once we get started, oh, the teams are lined up wrong. Oh, we're just waiting for Pekin to vacate their bench. Okay, the Warriors are going to take the place of Pekin, and they are going to play Centerville on the same court. There we go. Now they're getting it right over there. And let's see. I can tell you a little bit about Centerville. Got some notes to report here on Centerville as soon as I switch my papers around. Let's see. They compete in Class 3A. They're the Centerville Big Reds. That's their nickname. Head coach is Casey Lewis. Assistant coach Tia Lindquist and Jill Whistler. Leading returning players for Centerville from last year, Addison Tuttle, the leading returner in assists. Maddie Kovacevic led him in kills, digs, and aces last year. An important player there for Centerville. I've watched her play the last couple of years. She's back for her senior season, I would assume. She's on the roster. And Peyton Hoffman led him in blocks. Last season, Centerville had a serve efficiency, 85.5, a kill efficiency of 0.63. They were 3-4 in the conference. Be the, what are they in the South Central Conference, Centerville? They were 3-4 in conference, 9-17 overall. The conference standings from the South Central last year, Eddyville, Blakesburg, Fremont was 7-0, 36-3. Knoxville was 5-1, 23-17. Albia 5-2, 21-14. Davis County 4-3, 11-26. Centerville was 3-4, 9-17. Sheraton was 2-4, 12-17. Cardinal 1-6, 7-23, and Clark Community was 0-7, 9-21. That's the conference standings from the South Central Conference from last year. They don't have a warm-up clock going. I don't think we're too far away from starting play here, but maybe let's try a 1-minute break and see if we time it right and come back that much closer to first serve here between Centerville and Van Buren County, the Warriors' next match of the evening. Back with you in 60 seconds for more Warrior Volleyball right here on the Tumble Radio Group Sports Network.
Are you thinking about or ready to build that home or shop or deck that you've been dreaming about? Come see us at Dowd's Lumber and Home Center in Dowd's, and we will transform your dreams into reality. By using our 3D computer-aided design system, you can see and walk through your dream project. After your project is designed, we can generate a detailed material list to see if it fits within your budget. Contact Mike or Josh at Dowd's Lumber and Home Center to get your project started today. 641-936-7115 or check us out at dowdslumber.com.
This is Milo Wells with Wells Hometown Drug in Bloomfield. Our goal here is to go above and beyond your expectations for the role that a pharmacy can play in you and your family's health. Since we have opened here, many things have changed. We've added experienced staff, updated our facilities, added clinical services like strep throat test and treat, and free liquid medication flavoring. One thing that has not changed is the vision of providing our patients with access to the best pharmacy services anywhere in the state. We, like many of you, believe Southeast Iowa is an amazing place to live, and we will continue to be committed to improving the lives of our patients.
We're back with the Van Buren County Warriors on the Atumo Radio Group Sports Network.
All right, back with you from Waco High School in Wayland, Iowa. Warriors getting ready to start the second match of the night. They won their first over Pekin, 2-0. On the floor for the Warriors, looks like we timed it about right. It's Sickles, Huff, and Troutman up front, left to right. In the back, Wiley, Mertens, and Urach. For Centerville, let's see, 21, 2, and 6. That is Taya Beloma, Addison Tuttle, Katie Schilling. Here comes the libero in for Beloma. The libero is number 3, Avery Arnovic. And up front, it's number 8, Vivian Joyner. Number 2, Addison Tuttle. And number 17, Peyton Hoffman. Warriors going to get the serve. They're on the far court now, far side of the court. Urach will do the honors. A little bit right of center towards the right corner of the service line. Here we go. Match number 2, Urach. Serve, the libero to the center. Kovacevic, dug by Mertens in the back, off the outside to Urach. A free ball from Troutman. Centerville comes up to dig that to the center. She's going to set Kovacevic, push it over with 2. Sickles keeps it alive, but it goes out of bounds. Point Centerville. The libero out. Number 21, Taya Beloma, sophomore middle hitter, back in. Number 8 is Vivian Joyner, freshman outside hitter, right side hitter, 5'5". She's going to serve for Centerville. Serve on the way. Overhead pass from Wiley to Mertens. Sickles will push it over from the outside. Dug by Centerville. Miscommunication. Kovacevic to the right side. Tipped. No, it comes up short by number 21, Taya Beloma. Point Warriors. It's 1-1. Wiley will serve. And it was just brought to my attention. I forgot all about it. That was my 300th broadcast, AJ. We didn't quite get to it during baseball season, but we got to it there in volleyball. We'll talk about that a little bit more later. Wiley to Kovacevic, handles that, and then it's set as an overpass, but Sickles couldn't handle it there. She tried to tip it back over, came up short, and then hit it again. 2 contacts in a row by her. Gives a point to Centerville on the air by the Warriors. It's 2-1. Served by Centerville to Wiley. Urach, a back set to Huff. Tipped down the line, might have been outplayed by Centerville. Here comes a set to Kovacevic, a roll shot off the block of Sickles. Urach is there. Wiley comes to set to Huff. She's going to tip. Overhead pass from Centerville to the center. Set middle on the attack towards the back row. Too hard. And out. Attack error by Centerville. Going to give a point to the Warriors. 2-2. Early here in set number 1. Second match of the day for Van Buren County. We'll probably do a little post game and have to stop the feed as Warriors are going to get a break before they play Waco, a third match of the night. But there will be one match off. All right, here comes Huff. Nice low serve. Forearm pass from Centerville to Kovacevic, then a forearm free ball back to the Warriors. Wiley, an overhead pass to Urach. She's going to set middle. Wells, and she came up short. Attack here by Van Buren County. She wanted to go to her left out of the middle hitter position. Hit it into the net. 3-2, Centerville with a 1-point lead. And they've got a sub. 7's out, 7 in. Elena Arnovic, 6 is out. Katie Schilling. Kovacevic will serve, right of center, serve on the way. Wiley, a forearm pass to Urach. She'll back set to Wells, who'll tip it with her left, dug by Centerville. It was out, they play it. Here comes a free ball back to the Warriors. Huff comes up to get it off the ceiling, over and out. That's a point for Centerville on kind of a disjointed point on both sides of the net. 4-2, Centerville with early 2-point lead. Kovacevic still on the serve. Next one on the way, a good low serve, overhead pass Sickles to Huff and tipped to Urach. Dug by Centerville, here comes a set to the outside, no, pushed across. Urach up to get it, sends it right back to Centerville. The libero, an overhead set, other overhead set middle on the attack. Huff is there, overhead pass to Urach. She'll go to Mertens, a roll shot to the set middle of the defense. It'll act as a kill, nobody can get to it. Beloma the closest. So, not a lot of stats here so far. Give Mertens her first kill of the match. And the Warriors first, 4-3. Sickles will serve. Towards the right corner, Teagan will send it on the way. Came up short, service there. First of the match for the Warriors. Centerville a free point, it's 5-3. Subs for Centerville, number 8, Vivian Joyner back in. Number 3, the libero, Avery Arnovic. Middle of the service line, ooh, right over the tape. Wiley will handle that with a forearm pass to Urach. A forearm set to Huff out of the back row, pushed across with 2. Dug by Kovacevic to the center. And tipped over to the left out of the middle. Urach to Wiley, then a free ball from Huff back to Centerville. Kovacevic push it back towards the front of the net. Center dump on 2. Wiley to Huff to Mertens. Warriors keep it alive. Dug by Centerville to the center all the way across. Outside hitter attack. Huff, overhead pass, dug it out of the middle to Yurok to Mertens. A roll shot. Oh, she tried to cut it down the net, came up short. Attack here by the Warriors. That'll give Centerville another point. They've doubled Van Buren County up 6-3. The libero, number 3, Avery Arnovic, still on the serve for the Big Reds. They lead at 6-3, middle of the service line. Good low serve on the way. Huff, a forearm pass to Yurok. Overhead set. Mertens will tip over the block. It's supported and tipped back on 2. Goes out. Centerville there. They tried to tip it across on 2. Went out to the right of the end line. Wiley out. Troutman in. 6-4. Warriors get the side out they were looking for. Daphne Wells back to serve. She's a little bit right of center of the service line for Van Buren County. Daphne will send it on the way. Kovacevic, forearm pass out of the back row. Forearm set to the outside. Pushed across by 2 off the block of the Warriors. Sickles has it. Her pass to Wells. And then Troutman will send a free ball. Oh, it's going to be in. Number 10, Ava Allen, the senior defensive specialist, thought that was going to be out. And then she realized it right at the last moment. And it was going to land in, and it is. A point Warriors, 6-5, the trail by 1. Wells, next serve on the way. Kovacevic, forearm pass, and a forearm set to the outside, roll shot into the net. Attack here by Centerville by number 8, Vivian Joyner. And the Warriors have come back to tie it at 6. Wells still on the serve. Now right about in the middle, there's a whistle ready for play. Daphne serve on the way. The libero, a forearm pass. Kovacevic, overhead pass to the outside. Roll shot dug by Huff to Yurok to Mertens on the attack. The libero gets a piece of that one, then a forearm pass and pushed across with 2. Free ball for the Warriors. Ricochets off of Wells. Sickles sends it back into play, then Yurok to the libero of Centerville, then a pass to the outside on the attack into the net. Once again, Vivian Joyner in attack here. Warriors have their first, I don't know if it's their first lead, but they've come back to take a 1-point lead here in this set, 7-6. First set of the second match of the day against Centerville. Wells, next serve. On the way, overhead pass from the libero, an overhead set to the middle, went to the left, off the Sickles and the scoreboard. And Huff decided not to play it. You can't play it off the wall, I don't think anyways. You can play it off the ceiling. Sub Wiley back in for Wells. You can play it off the ceiling as long as it doesn't help you get it over the net on the third try. Sub for Centerville as well, number 17, Peyton Hoffman in. Centerville, we're tied at 7. Here's the serve from number 2. Sickles comes up to get that to Yurok. Setter dump on 2. Kovacevic there out of the middle back to the center. She'll go to the outside on the attack. Cross court. Wiley overhead pass. Huff sends it back into play. Mertens a free ball to the back corner. Kovacevic back to the center. She's going to go back right to the right side on the attack. It's out. Not off the block. No touch by the Warriors. Attack here by the Big Red. Big Reds of Centerville. Warriors lead 8-7. Mertens on the serve. Towards the right corner. Right of center. Miley will send it on the way. Kovacevic. First contact to the center, back set right side into the net. Troutman and Huff were there on the block if necessary, but that attack came up short. Gives a point to Van Buren County, 9-7. Warriors lead it by 2. Mertens the next serve, that one down to the right side. Going to be played by Kovacevic to the center. She's going to roll shot out of the back row. Sickles is there with a forearm pass and a miscommunication. Sickles hit it and backed up away from it, knowing she couldn't touch it again. Nobody was there to support her. Yurok gave it a try, couldn't make it. So point Centerville. It's 9-8 Warriors. Sub coming for Centerville. Number 7 is out. Elena Arnovic. Number 6, Katie Schilling, sophomore defensive specialist libero at 5'2", back into the match. She's going to serve. A little bit right of center. Serve on the way. Into the net. Service error. Each team with a service error here in this first set. 10-8. Warriors lead by 2. Warriors won the first match of the night over Pekin, 2-0 by scores of 21-9 and 21-9. Yurok on the serve for Van Buren County. A little bit right of center. Towards the right corner. Sophia will send it on the way. They let it go. It's out. Service error Warriors. Second of this set. Centerville within a point now. 10-9 Van Buren County. In the back row is Mertens, Wiley, and Sickles will receive serve. Serve, a good low serve on the way. Sickles has it. Her forearm pass goes over to Mertens and a free ball from Yurok. Dug by the back row of Centerville to the center to the Kovacevic. Dug by Mertens off the outside hit. And Huff will send one to the back row off a couple of contacts. And it'll be a point, Van Buren County. I guess that one directly led to a point. We'll give Van Buren County the second kill of the set. We'll give Huff her first. Been really unable to get her the ball in a good position, being such a good attacker. Here comes Wiley. Warriors lead 11-9. Kovacevic overhead pass, the forearm set, and then tipped across by the right side. Kept alive by the Warriors. Yurok going to send one towards the back right corner, and they're going to let it fall. We'll give Sophia a kill. An unconventional one, but it wasn't a bump. It was an overhead pass, and she put it towards the back right corner. Miscommunication. Third kill of the set for Van Buren County. First for Yurok, 12-9. Warriors lead by 3. Wiley, a little bit right to center of the service line. Lexi sends it on the way. Down the line, good serve. A ricochet. Was there a second contact? Warriors going to call that one an ace. I will too. First ace of the set and match. And give an ace to Lexi Wiley. 13-9, a 4-point separation now for Van Buren County in this first set against Centerville. Wiley's got the ball back in her hands. There's the whistle, ready for play. Serve on the way. Off the libero, into the crowd in the back right corner here in front of me. Another ace. Second of the set and match for Van Buren County. Second for Wiley. She's got them both. 14-9. Here comes a timeout from Centerville. Warriors up 5 in the set number 1. Let's take a quick 30-second break and be back with more at Warrior Volleyball here for the Waco Varsity Classic in Wayland, Iowa. After this 30-second break, you're tuned into Warrior Volleyball right here on the Atomo Radio Group Sports Network.
Hi, I'm Cody Crane with Crane Concrete Ready Mix. If you're tired of not mattering to the big corporate companies, then call us. When you work with us, you won't be on a waiting list. We can get you concrete when you need it. We are a family-owned business, offer competitive prices, and are easy to work with. We deliver to Davis, Wapello, Van Buren, and Jefferson counties. Work with a company that will take care of you. Call me, Cody Crane, at 641-919-1350.
All right, we're back after that quick 30-second timeout here to Wayland, Iowa, Waco High School, 14-9. Warriors with a 5-point lead, biggest lead of the first set. Wiley on the serve. Here it comes. To the back middle, Kovacevic, forearm pass to the setter. She's going to set back to Kovacevic, middle attack, into the net. Attack here, Centerville. 15-9. Van Buren County up 6 now. Wiley on the serve once again for the Warriors. Lexi Wiley jump serve, sends it on the way. Kovacevic, a forearm pass. They'll go to her setter. Should back set to the right side off the block of the Warriors. Mertens there to dig it. To Yurok. Mertens a roll shot on the back row. Dug by the back row in the middle of Centerville. Back set, no, center dump. Huff there to cover. She sends it right back over. A bump and 2 hits. They're going to call on Centerville. They stop play. I didn't see it, but it's a violation by the Big Reds. 16-9 point Warriors. Wiley still on the serve. Van Buren County up 7. Lexi sends the next one on the way to the back left. Dug by Centerville. Here comes a set to the outside. Cross court and in. A nice attack from the outside by number 21, Taya Baloma, sophomore middle hitter, outside hitter at 5'9". Give her her first kill. That's the first of the match for Centerville. 16-10. Warriors up 17. Peyton Hoffman on the serve. It's on the way. Huff has it. Forearm pass. Joust at the net. In miscommunication. I don't think it ever made it over. Yurok couldn't get it. It's a point Centerville. 16-11. Van Buren County up by 5. And Peyton Hoffman still on the serve for Centerville, right about in the middle of the service line. Good low serve on the way. Mertens, forearm pass, Yurok. Overhead back set to Huff on the attack. And it's out. She went cross court with it. Attack here by the Warriors, 16-12. Centerville back within 4 of this first set. Huff had a pretty good look at that one, just hit it wide. That serve handled by Wiley to Yurok to Wells on the outside. Went to the back middle. 2 contacts and a free ball coming to the Warriors. Wiley, a forearm pass. Mertens, another forearm pass to Sickles. Will tip it across. Blocked, but Centerville there to keep it alive. A set all the way over to the outside. Kovacevic, her attack dug by Mertens, and Yurok will send it back towards the front. Wells, the free ball back to Centerville. Overhead pass by the Big Reds to the setter. She's going to set Baloma out of the middle. Roll shot. Mertens there to dig it for the Warriors. Her pass to Yurok, then Huff. She'll tip, and off a couple of ricochet. That'll be a point. Van Buren County off a long rally. Up 5, 17-12 are the Warriors. We'll give Huff a kill. Warriors 4th of the set. I guess it directly led to a point. It was a left-handed tip. Ashland on the serve. Warriors up 5, 17-12. A little bit right of center. Huff will send the serve on the way. Who just cleared the tape. Dug by the back row of Centerville. Kovacevic, a little tip off the outside. The Warriors miscommunicate. Lands in the middle of the defense. They can't get it. So Kovacevic will get her first kill, second for Centerville in this first set. 17-13, Warriors up 4. Kovacevic towards the right corner on the serve. A good low serve. It's handled by Huff, I should say. I guess he really don't have a dig on a serve. To Mertens, roll shot, dug by Kovacevic. Then a set and a roll shot off the outside by Centerville. Wiley there, her pass to Yurok, over to Sickles on the attack, and should put that one away towards the back middle. In front of Kovacevic to the right of the libero. So Tegan Sickles give her a kill. Warriors 5th of the set, her first. 18-13, Warriors up 5. Sickles on the serve for Van Buren County. A little bit right of center. Tegan sends that one on the way. The libero, first contact to the center. She'll set middle. Oh, and a miscommunication. His set was too low, and number 7 just didn't have the angle to get it up and over the net. That's Elena Arnovic. So an attack here by Centerville. 19-13, Warriors up 6, 2 points away from this first set. Sickles serve on the way to Kovacevic in the back right. Her pass, long pass to the center, and attack off the outside by Beloma goes into the net. Another attack here by Centerville. Warriors up 7 now, 20-13 here in set number 1. Sickles, it's set point. That serve handled overhead pass libero to Kovacevic to Beloma. Roll shot off the outside. Dug by Huff. The pass to Urach to the middle, and Wells tried to put that one away. Hit it too strong and out. Basically down the middle, a little bit to the right side. Attack here by the Warriors gives Centerville a side out. 20-14, Warriors still in good shape in set 1. They're up 6. And the libero, Avery Arnovic, center of the service line, hit it into the net, and it does not creep over. Service arrow in this first set, their second of the match. 21-14. Warriors win set number 1 against Centerville. We'll take a 1-minute break. Come on back for set number 2 in this second match of the day. The Van Buren County Warriors playing the Centerville Big Reds. Second match of the day here from the Waco Varsity Volleyball Classic in Wayland, Iowa. Warriors looking to go 2-0 on the day. Back with you in 60 seconds. You're tuned in to Warrior Volleyball. We are on the air at 92.7 KTWA. We're also streaming live on the Atomo Radio YouTube channel. All that made possible by the Atomo Radio Group Sports Network. Back with you in 1 minute.
From backyard barbecues to lake getaways, summer is all about making memories. At Pilot Grove Savings Bank, we make it easy to enjoy the season with stress-free banking that fits your lifestyle. Mobile banking on the go? Check. Easy loan options for home upgrades or vacations? Check. Friendly local service you can count on? Always. Make the most of your summer. Bank with Pilot Grove Savings Bank. Visit us at pilotgrovesavingsbank.com or stop by any of our 17 locations. Pilot Grove Savings Bank, member FDIC, and an equal housing lender.
This is Van Buren County Superintendent Jeremy Hissom. Spring sports season, senior awards, the start of summer sports, end of year banquets, and graduation have us all full of energy, and there's definitely a buzz in the air. We want to send best wishes to all students who are graduating or moving to another school next year, as well as to any staff member retiring or moving to a new chapter in life. New chapters are always exciting times because you get to choose how they are written. We wish you the best. Here in Van Buren County, we have one goal: be a great school for all kids. Warrior Pride, countywide.
All right, we're back with you from Waco High School, Wayland, Iowa. The match next door to us, Pekin leading Waco right now 18-14. They were in set number 1. We're getting ready to start set number 2, the second match of the day. Warriors 21-14 defeating Centerville. Still got 2 minutes on the clock. Both teams out on the court and ready to go. In the front for the Warriors, Huff at the outside hitter, Troutman in the middle hitter position, Urach on the right side. In the back, Sickles in the back left, Wells back middle, or the middle back, and Mertens right back. And for Centerville right now, Kovacevic in the outside hitter position, number 17, Peyton Hoffman, middle hitter. And I can't see the number on the right side. Libero getting ready to check in. That's Avery Arnovic. In the back right is number 6, Katie Schilling. Here comes the libero in for Beloma. Libero's number 3, Avery Arnovic. Number 2 is Addison Tuttle. She's in the back right now. Number 6, Katie Schilling, middle back. The libero, Avery Arnovic, left back. And that leaves Kovacevic, Peyton Hoffman, and number 8, Vivian Joyner up front, left to right. 19-16, Pekin leading Waco, set 1, the match right next to us. Here comes the volleyball, waiting for that. Centerville's going to serve. Katie Schilling, number 6, will have the honors for Centerville. We didn't do a set recap. There wasn't a whole lot to talk about. We'll try to get to it. Here's the serve on the way. We're underway in set number 2. Wiley has that. The pass to Urach to Huff. She's going to tip over the block. Kept alive with a forearm pass, then another forearm pass, and bumped across by Kovacevic. Merton sends it back into play for the Warriors to Urach to Troutman. She'll tip, partially blocked. It's going to fall in the middle. Ada Troutman will get a kill. There, her first of the set. 6th of the match for the Warriors. 2 service errors in that first set, 2 aces, 5 kills. It's 1-0. Urach will serve for Van Buren County. Sophia sends it on the way. Handled by the libero to Tuttle to Kovacevic on the outside, and Mertens couldn't handle that on the back. Kovacevic put that one away. She's dangerous. She can do that. I've watched her the last couple of years at this tournament. Her second kill of the match, first of this second set. Third of the match as a team. We're tied at 1. Pekin did win that 21-16 over Waco. Here's number 8, Joyner, with the serve on the way. Handled by Wiley to Huff. Back into play. Troutman, a free ball to Centerville. Forearm pass to Tuttle. Set middle. Blocked by the Warriors. Kept alive in a couple of ricochets. A ricochet attempt by Hoffman hit Kovacevic in the face. And too many contacts. It's a point, Van Buren County, 2-1. Wiley will serve. Lexi will send it on the way. Kovacevic overhead pass to Tuttle. She's going to go to Beloma on the outside. And in. Kind of not making those calls, the line judges, with a lot of confidence, but we'll give Beloma her second kill, second of the set, fourth of the match. For Centerville, we're tied at 2. Hoffman, the serve, handled by Wiley out of the back row. Her pass to Urach, a forearm set to Mertens. She'll push it across from the back row with 2 hands. Handled by Centerville. Tuttle, Kovacevic, a roll shot from the outside. Mertens up to get it. Tipped over by Wells. One contact, then a set to the outside. Kovacevic. Mertens will dig it out of the back row. Her pass to Urach, going to Huff. And she mishit it, but it's over the block. She hit it like a changeup. Not what she meant to do. Mishit it, but it went over the block and landed in front of the back row. Point, Van Buren County 3-2, they lead it. Second kill of the set, 7th of the match for the team. Huff, give her third. 3-2, Warriors lead. Up 1-0. Huff on the serve. And that one clips the tape and falls in front. It'll be an ace. Not what they intended to do, but it works as one. Landed in front of number 6, Katie Schilling. First ace of the set, third of the match. Huff will get her first ace of this match. Warriors lead 4-2. Huff, middle service line, sends it on the way. The libero, a forearm pass to Tuttle. The center, she's going to go outside to Kovacevic. Tried to go to the back, off of Huff, and the ceiling didn't help send it over, so Urach and Mertens can play it. Across with 2. Doug to the center. Kovacevic will tip. Wells keeps it alive. Joust at the net. Won by, everyone are going to say it's a point, Warriors. Kovacevic in the net. 5-2. Van Buren County with a 3-point lead, up 1-0. We're in set 2 of the second match of the day. Centerville coach questioning the main referee on that call, but Kovacevic was in the net on the joust attempt. Here comes Huff on the serve. Good one to the back left corner. To the center, attack middle, blocked by Wells, kept alive, pushed across by Kovacevic to Wiley. Urach, push it across towards the back corner on 2, and it lands in. Heady play from their Warrior setter, Sophia Urach. That'll act as a kill. Give Warriors their third of the set, 8th of the match. Urach will get her second. 6-2, Warriors up 4, Huff on the serve. A little bit right of center of the service line for Ashland. We're in number 4, serve on the way. A good low serve, handled by the libero, forearm pass. And the Tuttle will set middle. Beloma tips to her left, kept alive by Sickles to Wiley to Mertens. A roll shot, and the back row comes up to support it. Second contact is a forearm and a forearm free ball from Kovacevic to Huff, to Urach, to Wells. Off the block of Centerville, popped up in the air with 2 hands by the libero. To Tuttle, roll shot, Kovacevic towards the back. Overhead pass from Huff to Sickles to Mertens. They keep it alive. And then right back from Centerville, Mertens to Urach to Marley. On the attack off the block, and they can't get it. It's off the block of Centerville and out and down. Mertens gets the Warriors' 4th kill of the set, 9th of the match. Give Marley her second kill. 7-2, Warriors up 5, Huff still on the serve. There's the signal, ready for play. Ashland sends it on the way, good low serve. Forearm pass from the libero. Kovacevic, an overhead pass, Tuttle, the setter, a free ball to Wiley, to Urach, back set, right side, Sickles off the block. Kovacevic keeps it alive, joust at the net, won by Centerville. Urach is there to support. Her pass to Sickles and Wiley, a roll shot out of the back, dug by Centerville to Tuttle, and Kovacevic off of Wiley. It's going to go out in the back, well, right corner from my point of view, so give Kovacevic a kill. 3rd of the set for Centerville, 5th of the match. She gets her 3rd. 7-3, Warriors up 4. Centerville with the side out. Kovacevic will serve. Maddie Kovacevic in her senior year, an outside hitter at 5'8", a little bit right of center of the service line. Sends it on the way. Nope, into the net. Service there, 1st of the set, 3rd of the match for Centerville. 8-3. Warriors up 5. Sickles on the serve for Van Buren County. She's right about halfway between the center and the right corner. Tegan will send the serve on the way. Forearm pass, the first contact. Kovacevic, an overhead pass to Beloma. She'll tip from the outside. Urach there to cover it. Mertens, a forearm pass, then Wells, a little roll shot out of the middle. Beloma to Tuttle, to the middle. dug by Sickles. Ball into the court. They'll stop play and redo the point. Hasn't happened too much tonight, but it does happen when you're playing matches in courts that are right next to each other. 2-2 tied in the second set between Pekin and Waco right next to us. We're at 8-3. Sickles serve on the way. Forearm pass from Centerville to Tuttle to Beloma. Attack off the outside, blocked by the Warriors. Sickles there to support. Yurok sends it back into play. Here comes Wells. Off of the net. Kovacevic overhead pass out of the back to the set to the middle. And into the net goes number 7, Elena Arnovic. Attack here, Centerville Point Warriors. It is 9-3. Van Buren County with the lead by 6 in the second set. They are up 1 set to none. 9-3. Sickles, next serve on the way. Kovacevic, a forearm pass. Tuttle, a forearm set to Beloma on the outside. Push it across with 2. Wiley there, overhead pass to Yurok. Overhead set back to Merton. She'll tip over the block. Kovacevic is there to cover it on the back right corner. Here comes a forearm set to Beloma. Roll shot. Sickles, then Yurok, who they do send it right back over. Beloma there. Then Tuttle back to Beloma on the outside. She'll tip to the left. Oh, and Sickles tried to get it, and she did get there, but it went underneath the net. Point Centerville. Furious action on that point, and the Big Reds come away with it. Number 8 in for number 21. That's Joyner for Beloma. 9-4. Warriors up 5. And Arnovic, the libero, serves it service error into the net. Second in the set, 4th of the match. 4 free points for the Warriors in this match from service errors by Centerville. Van Buren County leads it 10-4. Up 1 set to none. Wells will serve for the Warriors. Be a little tricky saying Warriors in the next match of the day because Waco also called the Warriors, so we'll have to go with Waco and Van Buren County. Served by Wells, forearm pass, and a center dump on 2, handled by Mertens. Mertens pass to Yurok Troutman out of the middle, puts it away. To the left of Kovacevic, Ada Troutman. Second kill for her, 5th of the team in this second set, 10th of the match. 11-4, Warriors up 7, up 1 set to none. Wells on the serve again for Van Buren County. Warrior girls looking good here to start the season. Well, is that in? Yes. So it must not be the dotted line. I got a dotted line on the floor. It's got to be that end line. They call that one in, so that's an ace. Second of the set, 4th of the match for the Warriors. Daphne Wells, her first. 12-4, Warriors up 8. Wells on the serve. Middle of the service line, Daphne sends it on the way. The libero, forearm pass to the Tuttle, the center, going to the outside. On the attack off the block of the Warriors. Oh, and they can't keep it alive. Number 8 will get a kill, Vivian Joyner. Off the outside hitter position, give her first. Team's 4th in the set, 6th of the match. 12-5, Wiley in for Wells. In the back right. Centerville on the serve. It's number 2, Addison Tuttle, the junior center, 5'3". Sends it on the way. Sickles an overhead pass. Yurok an overhead set. Mertens push it across with 2 to the libero for Centerville. To Tuttle the center. She's going to set in middle. Goes to the left. Sickles there to cover it. Huff, and then it falls to the floor. We'll give the 5th kill as a team in this set. 7th of the match. Number 7, Elena Arnovic. Give her first. 12-6. Warriors have doubled them up. Tuttle on the serve. On the way, Wiley, a forearm pass to Yurok, overhead back set to Mertens on the attack. Kovacevic there to dig it, goes towards the net. Arnovic couldn't get it, that's Elena Arnovic, and falls to the floor. Give Marley Mertens, that's the 6th of the team. 10th of the match, Mertens gets her 3rd. 13-6, Mertens on the serve, overhead pass to the barrel, to Tuttle the center, going to the outside. On the attack down the line, and it's in the back left corner by number 17, Peyton Hoffman. The junior middle hitter, right side hitter at 5'9". Give her first, team's 6th kill of the set, 8th of the match. It's 13-7. Warriors still up 6. And number 6, Katie Schiller, the sophomore defensive specialist / libero at 5'2", has the serve for Centerville. A little bit right of center of the service line. She'll send it on the way. Marley Mertens, a forearm pass. Yurok overhead set to Huff with authority off of the libero and down. Putting Ashland in a good spot there. Off the outside hitter. She was towards the middle as the attack. Give Huff a kill. That's the team's 7th of the set, 12th of the match. Huff will get her 4th, getting her going. 13-7, Yurok on the serve. The libero, a forearm pass to Tuttle. She's going to set middle, pushed across with 2. Yurok there in the back corner for the Warriors. Her pass to Wiley. Then Huff tried to tip it across, hit it into the net. Attack here, Warriors, 14-8. Van Buren County still up 6. Leading 1 set to none. We're in set 2. Second match of the day. Number 8, Joyner on the serve. Handled by Wiley. Oh, Yurok tried to send it back into play. It was a little bit of an overpass, and one of the other Warriors got a piece of it and ricocheted out of bounds. That'll be an error on the Van Buren County, giving Centerville a point. It's 14-9. Warriors still up 5 here in set number 2. Like I said already, leading 1 set to none. Joyner, the serve on the way. Wiley, forearm pass, Huff. Then Yurok, a free ball to the back left corner. That's out. Another error by the Warriors. Centerville, a little run here, 14-10. Van Buren County still up 4. Need a side out. Vivian Joyner, 2-point run. Next serve, a good low one on the way. Overhead pass. Wiley to Huff to Yurok, a free ball back to Centerville. Forearm pass. Tuttle, the center, going to go to the outside. Kovacevic will tip over the block. Yurok there to support it. Wiley bumps it up in the air. Huff towards the back. That's out towards the back left corner. And here comes it's 14-11. Here comes a timeout from Van Buren County. So let's take a 1-minute break. Coming back for more second set action. 14-11. Warriors up 3 right here on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Group Network.
This is Tim with Slayton Polaris. I'm sure you would agree with me that while we enjoy watching our kids grow up on the farm, we also wish they could stay little for as long as possible. 1 minute they are small enough to play in a tractor tire, and the next thing you know, they are bigger than you. With all of life's changes, you can take comfort in knowing that Slayton Polaris will try their best to keep things the same. We always offer the best machines at the best possible prices and strive to treat everyone the way we would want to be treated. This has always been our policy since we opened our doors. We look forward to meeting you at Slayton Polaris, 8 miles south and west of Pulaski.
All right, well, a quick 30-second break as both teams are ready to go again. Don't want to miss any action, so we're back to live action. Number 8, Joyner on the serve. That's a service error. 15, nope, I went up on the wrong side of the scoreboard. It should be 15-11. Third service error of the set. 5th of the match for Centerville. Good timeout by Selena Sayers. 15-11. Wiley on the serve, handled by Centerville to the setter, to the back set to the right side, blocked by the Warriors, kept alive by Huff, back to Centerville, and pushed across on 2 by the setter. Wiley to Yurok, back set right side, Sickles. Ball, 2 hits. Who's that one going to go to? 2 hits on Centerville. It should be 16-11. It's 15-12, and that scoreboard is not correct. It's 50. Wiley on the serve. Forearm pass to the setter. She's going to set Kovacevic middle. Roll shot, kind of, to Wiley, to Yurok. Huff will tip over the block. Popped up in the air by the setter. Tuttle to the libero. Here's Kovacevic into the block by Wells and down for a point for Van Buren County. They should have 17 now. Nobody realizes that score is not right. Give Wells a block for a point here in the second set. The first of the match should be 17-11. Wiley with the next serve. Kovacevic, forearm pass to the setter to Beloma. Blocked again by Wells. That one went out of bounds. Good job by Daphne. That one just didn't turn her hands in the right spot. So I think you got to give Beloma a kill there. Her third. That's the 7th. Scoreboard says 12-1. It's way off. Here's the serve. Wiley has it to Yurok. Over to Wells. She works it on the right side of the antenna. Dug by Centerville to Tuttle to Kovacevic off the outside. Blocked again by Wells. Centerville keeps it alive. Joust at the net. Wells pops it up in the air. Ooh, it goes backwards and nobody could get it. 17-13. I think it's right now, the scoreboard I'm referring to. And here comes the down referee to make check with the chair umpire to see if everything's correct here. Going to come over and make sure. Andy is having a little chat with the scoreboard operator over here to make sure that the score is correct. I think it is. 17-13, Warriors up 4. Centerville on the serve. Warriors up 1-0. 13-12 is the score. Pekin with a 1-point lead over Waco in the second set. I think Pekin won the first set. Here's the serve. And that one is in. That'll be an ace. Looks like not everybody was ready for play there. 4th ace of the set. 6th of the match for Centerville. It's 17-14. That serve was by Peyton Hoffman. Her first ace. She's also got a kill. 17-14. Hoffman the next serve on the way. Mertens pops it up in the air. Goes backwards and into the bleachers. Another ace. So 2 in a row for Hoffman. It's the 5th of the set, 7th of the match. And Centerville has crept back to within 2. That's 17-15. Hoffman is still on the serve for the Big Reds. Serve on the way. Wiley, forearm pass to Yurok. Back set to Huff. Off the right side, and she hit it just past the end line. Attack here by the Warriors. It's 17-16. Centerville back to within a point. Hoffman still on the serve, and it's on the way. Huff has it. Her pass to Urach, to Sickles out of the middle. Went to her left, and that one's going to clip the tape and then top of the net, the tape, and fell in front of number 17, Hoffman. So Sickles gets the side out that the Warriors so desperately needed there. Centerville was on a little bit of a run. That's the 8th kill of the set, 12th of the match for the team. Gives Sickles, here comes a serve from Huff, handled by the libero, sent back into play by Tuttle. A roll shot out of the middle, falls in front of Huff. Give Beloma her 4th kill on that roll shot. That's the 8th of the set, 10th of the match as a team. It's 18-17, and we've got a timeout. I think we'll just keep it right here because the last timeout didn't last very long. I sent it to a 30-second break. We're going to miss some action. Warriors looking to end this one in 2. They had a nice lead, lost a little bit of momentum there. Seemed to lose momentum when that scoreboard, that little timeout because of the scoreboard error. That down referee had to come over and talk to the scorer's table, and the Warriors seemed to lose their momentum there a little bit. It's 18-17. Kovacevic is going to be on the serve for Centerville. Here comes a sub for the Big Reds. 6 is leaving. Schilling. 7, Arnovic is coming in. Down referee. And there goes the substitution. Down referee relaying some information there to the chair umpire. And now I think we're ready for play. Kovacevic will serve right at center of the service line. Warriors up a point, 18-17. Serve is on the way. Sickles has it. Her pass to Urach. She's going to go to Mertens on the outside off the tape. And did it ever make it over? No. The 4th contact was illegal. We're tied at 18. Warriors would love to end this one in 2. Need a little rally here to do so. Kovacevic on the serve again for Centerville. Oh, service error at the most inopportune time. If you're a Centerville fan, Warriors will take it. That's their 6th service error of the set, 8th of the match, 19-18. Warriors up 1. Sickles on the serve. Right at center of the service line. On the way. Forearm pass from Centerville. Then a forearm set going to Beloma on the outside. Off the tape. Sickles there to support the block. Her pass to Urach going to Mertens. Towards the back. Kovacevic. Overhead pass to the setter Tuttle. And Beloma tried to tip it over to the left of the double block of the Warriors, and it went out of bounds. Attack here gives the Warriors a set point. It's 20-18. Sickles on the serve. And there's the whistle. Here comes the ball into the court from the other match. Hold on a minute. 19-16 is the score next door. It looks like Pekin looking to beat Waco in 2 sets, if my memory serves me correct. It's 19-16 there. 20-18, 2 close matches going on, or 2 close sets. There's the whistle. We're ready for play in the Warriors match. Sickles. Send it on the way. Oh, no, and a service error bites the Warriors. 1st of the set, 3rd of the match. 20-19, still a set point. Sub Beloma out. Number 8, Joyner in. The libero Avery Arnovic will serve for Centerville. It's on the way. Oh, and that's out. Service error right back. Adam will win the set for the Warriors, 21-19. They squeak out of it in 2. Win it 2 sets to none, 21-14, 21-19. That 7th service error of the set for Centerville, the 9th of the match. So the Warriors have won 4 sets. They've won 2 matches by a score of 2-0. We're going to take a 3-minute break, and then we'll do a set and match recap when we come back after this 3-minute break here in kind of a little bit of an abbreviated postgame show before the Warriors are going to have a match off. We're going to drop this stream here when we complete this abbreviated postgame show. Then we're going to have a match off, and then we're going to come back and play the 3rd match of the night against Waco. That'll be roughly in 45-ish minutes, depending on how long that match off goes. It might go 2 sets, it might go 3, so check back probably in a half an hour or so. We'll have the next stream up and ready for you to grab for the 3rd and final match of the night here at the Waco Varsity Volleyball Classic. Warriors 2-0 on the night, defeating Pekin 2 sets to none, defeating Centerville 2 sets to none. The girls are playing well. We'll take a 3-minute break. You can hear from some more of our wonderful sponsors making this thing possible on the air at 92.7 KTWA. We're also streaming live on the Timber Radio YouTube channel. like I said, after this 3-minute break, we'll do a set recap, look at the stats from the match here against Centerville, and see how this other match with Pekin and Waco is going, and then we'll tell you more about the rest of the evening here. Warriors have one more match, but we'll have a match off. We'll play Waco to finish up tonight's action after a one-match break. Back with you in 3 minutes. So tune in to Warriors Volleyball right here on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
This is Jeremy with Cranston Family Funeral Home. I want to take a moment and say thank you, not for choosing our funeral home, although we're deeply honored when you do, but for showing up for your neighbors, for supporting small businesses, for standing in line at visitations and hugging people you maybe haven't seen in years. That is what makes our communities feel like home. At Cranston Family Funeral Home, we don't believe in flashy promises. We believe in showing up quietly, respectfully, and doing the work that matters when it matters most. So from our family to yours, thank you. We see you, we are grateful for you, and we'll be here when you need us.
Tugboat Transportation of Bonaparte is a proud supporter of the Van Buren Warriors. Tugboat Transportation is located on 1st Street in Bonaparte, in scenic Van Buren County. Tugboat Transportation is a trucking business offering trucking services, motor freight, and self-storage. For more information, contact Mark with Tugboat Transportation at 319-592-3199. That's 319-592-3199. Tugboat Transportation of Bonaparte. That's Tugboat Transportation of Bonaparte.
Van Buren County Hospital is a proud supporter of Van Buren County Community School District Athletics. The contributions you make to your team, your school, and your community are appreciated and valued by all of us at Van Buren County Hospital. We want to wish you a successful sports season, and we'll be cheering for you every step of the way. Go Warriors! For all of your healthcare needs, Van Buren County Hospital is here for you. Find us online at vbch.org.
Are you thinking about or ready to build that home or shop or deck that you've been dreaming about? Come see us at Dowd's Lumber and Home Center in Dowd's, and we will transform your dreams into reality. By using our 3D computer-aided design system, you can see and walk through your dream project. After your project is designed, we can generate a detailed material list to see if it fits within your budget. Contact Mike or Josh at Dowd's Lumber and Home Center to get your project started today. 641-936-7115 or check us out at dowdslumber.com.
This is Van Buren County Superintendent Jeremy Hissom. Spring sports season, senior awards, the start of summer sports, end of year banquets, and graduation have us all full of energy, and there's definitely a buzz in the air. We want to send best wishes to all students who are graduating or moving to another school next year, as well as to any staff member retiring or moving to a new chapter in life. New chapters are always exciting times because you get to choose how they are written. We wish you the best. Here in Van Buren County, we have one goal: be a great school for all kids. Warrior Pride, countywide.
This is Milo Wells with Wells Hometown Drug in Bloomfield. Our goal here is to go above and beyond your expectations for the role that a pharmacy can play in you and your family's health. Since we have opened here, many things have changed. We've added experienced staff, updated our facilities, added clinical services like strep throat test and treat, and free liquid medication flavoring. One thing that has not changed is the vision of providing our patients with access to the best pharmacy services anywhere in the state. We, like many of you, believe Southeast Iowa is an amazing place to live, and we will continue to be committed to improving the lives of our patients.
We're back with the Van Buren County Warriors on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Yeah. All right, we are back with you here from Waco High School, Wayland, Iowa, for the Waco Varsity Volleyball Classic Tournament, I guess, to start the season. Not a true tournament. No semifinals or finals tonight. Just 8 schools, 2 pools of 4 teams each. You'll have round-robin play within your pool, so each team getting 3 matches here. Tonight, the Warriors are in their break right now, winning their first 2 matches of the night by 2-0, however you want to describe it. Set scores over Pekin and just defeated Centerville 2-0 as well. It's an abbreviated set recap and post-game show, I guess. The set recaps this season brought to you by Dowd's Quick Stop. Post-game shows are brought to you by Cranston Family Funeral Home. We'll run through our sponsors a couple more times tonight as we go along, but that set 2 recap, Warriors won it 21-19 over Centerville. Warriors with 1 service error in that second set. Centerville had 7. That was the difference in the match. Centerville crept back in it and made it close, but those 7 service errors in that second set came back to bite them. Warriors with 2 aces, Centerville with none in that second set. Warriors with 8 kills in the second set. Centerville with 8 as well. Daphne Wells got a block for a point in that second set. Centerville had 0 blocks for points, and I chart those. So the Warriors win it 21-14, 21-19. Let's look at some match statistics. Service errors, Warriors with 3, Centerville with 9 in the match. Warriors had 4 aces, Centerville none. Van Buren County, 13 kills. Centerville had 10. Warriors had the only block for a point. Individual stats for Centerville. Lena Arnovic had a kill. Vivian Joyner had 1. Maddie Kovacevic had 3. Peyton Hoffman had 2 aces and a kill. And Taya Baloma had 4 kills for the Big Reds. For the Warriors, Urach with 2 kills and a bunch of assists. Hard for me to track those. Ashlyn Huff going to be my player of that match. Brought to you by Wells Hometown Drug. She had an ace and 4 kills. Mertens had 3 kills. Wells had an ace. Sickles had 2 kills. Lexi Wiley with a couple of aces. Ada Troutman with a couple of kills. So just an overall well-played match by the team. And there is not a match going on right now in the main gym. It looks like Centerville going to be taking on Pekin on one of the courts, waiting for the other teams from the other pool play side of things to come over and fill up the other court. Probably another match going on in the auxiliary gym, and they're waiting for an opponent. So scheduled to play in the third time slot here. Let's see, Court 1, supposed to be Louisa Muscatine and Notre Dame. Court 2 is Columbus and Sigourney. And then in the auxiliary gym, Centerville and Pekin. Looks like they might play that match here, as maybe some of the action in the auxiliary gym going on is taking a little bit longer. But that's my set and match recap here. Let's go over our sponsors one more time for you. For the volleyball season, the Van Buren County Community School District has the pregame show, Cranston Family Funeral Home. We'll have the official postgame show when we're done after our third match of the night against Waco. We got a 1-match break right now. Dow's Lumber and Home Center sponsors the first serve of each match. Also, my coaches and players' interviews throughout the course of the year. Smithburg Automotive, they've got the Warriors starting lineups. Dow's Quick Stop has the set recaps, set and match recaps, we'll call it. Pilot Grove Savings Bank, Warrior Aces. Van Buren County Hospital sponsors the Warrior Kills. Wells Hometown Drug, players of the match. Crane Concrete Ready Mix sponsors Blocks at the Net by the Warriors. First Iowa State Bank. Set 1 throughout the season. Roto-Rooter will sponsor Set 2. Slayton Polaris Set 3. Just 3 set matches here tonight. When we get to 5 set matches, Tugboat Transportation will sponsor Set 4, and Wasco Hardware will sponsor Set 5. Can't thank our sponsors enough. You in the area need some local business, please make sure you give them a chance. They're a big reason why these matches can be heard on the air. 92.7 KTWA or streaming live on the Tumble Radio YouTube channel as well. That's going to wrap up the first stream of the night here for us. We're going to take a little break. We'll have a separate stream for you to grab when you come back. Well, let's see. According to their schedule, the Warriors' third match of the night scheduled for 7:35 against Waco. That's an hour away. I would bet it would probably be a little sooner than that, but we'll see. So keep checking back with us. We do have one more match of the night in pool play here. No semifinals or finals. Warriors have Waco to play yet. That'll be Warriors versus Warriors. So we'll be using Waco and Van Buren County a lot more than we'll use Warriors, as that one would be tough. I get myself in that situation every year with Warriors versus Warriors. And that doesn't happen often, but it happens here tonight. So so far so good. Van Buren County 2-0 on this young season. Warrior girls volleyball on the varsity level. They defeat Pekin 2-0, 21-9, 21-9. Defeat Centerville 2-0, 21-14, 21-19. A match off. So we're in a break right now. Grab the next stream when we come back against Waco. And we'll see if the Warriors can go 3-0 in pool play on the night. No semifinals or finals. So that will wrap up our action here once we start that next stream. One more match to go. Then we'll do an official post-game show, recap all the action on the evening, and talk about the next action for Warrior Volleyball. I'll be with the football team on Friday night. They open the season, 7 o'clock kickoff over in Donaldson, Iowa against Central Lee. So looking forward to that as well. Doing an interview with head coach Brian Johnson tomorrow. And I get to talk about the troops and see how their season is looking. Centerville and Pekin about to get going here on the court next door, so we're going to sign off. Make sure you come back with us in maybe a half hour, 45 minutes. Grab that next stream as we got one more match. It's Warriors versus Warriors. Van Buren County will take on Waco for the third and final match of the evening here from Wayland, Iowa, Waco High School at the Waco Varsity Volleyball Classic. We'll be back with you in about half an hour to 45 minutes, so check back with us and catch that third match of Warrior Girls Varsity Volleyball on the night. Warriors 2-0, looking to go 3-0 when we come back. So we'll see you then in about half an hour, 45 minutes. You've been tuned in to Warrior of Volleyball right here on the Ottumwa Radio.